Welcome once again to Commander by Danon. I'm excited to announce that this channel is sponsored by Ultimate Guard. I know you have a lot of options out there to choose from when it comes to sleeves, but my personal favorites are the ones made by Ultimate Guard. I've tried other companies before, but no other sleeve has the balance of both durability and shuffle feel that I find with Ultimate Guard. Find out if your local game store carries the Cortex sleeves from Ultimate Guard, or the new katanas, or click on the link down below to order yourself a set from Amazon. Today's video was brought to us by Patreon supporter Steve. Huge thanks to Steve and the rest of my Patreon supporters. Steve reached out asking for help tuning his Izoni Thousand Eyes deck. This was a particularly challenging build because he wanted to run Umori the Collector as a companion, which meant we could only have one permanent type in the deck outside of lands. But before we get started, I'd like to quickly ask you to like and subscribe. It really does help the channel, and it's free. With that out of the way, let's get into the video. Izoni Thousand Eyes is a 6-mana 2/3 legendary elf shaman. When he enters the battlefield, we create a 1/1 black and green insect creature token for each creature card in our graveyard. We may also pay 2 mana and sacrifice another creature. If we do, we gain 1 life and draw a card. Umori the Collector is a 4-mana 4/5 legendary ooze. He can start the game in our companion zone if each non-land card in our deck shares a card type. Additionally, as Umori the Collector enters the battlefield, we choose a card type. Spells we cast of the chosen type cost 1 less to cast. Steve specifically wanted an all-creatures deck, so that's what we're building today. Which means we'll need creatures who act as spot removal, creatures who act as ramp, and creatures who act as card advantage. Good thing we've got our handy-dandy checklist. 50 mana sources, usually split between 37 lands and 13 pieces of ramp, 10 pieces of card advantage, 8 to 10 pieces of spot removal, 2 to 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate, and 1 sudden I win card. Command Tower, Verdant Catacombs, Bloodstained Mire, Misty Rainforest, Marsh Flats, Wooded Foothills, Prismatic Vista, Fabled Passage, Bayou, Overgrown Tomb, Twilight Mire, Gaia's Cradle, Urborg Tomb of Yawgmoth, Cabal Coffers, Yavimaya Cradle of Growth, Cabal Pit, Crypt of Agadim, Boseiju Who Endures, Phyrexian Tower, Tekanuma Abandoned Mire, Tomb Fortress, Volrath Stronghold, Westvale Abbey, Field of the Dead, Dryad Arbor, 2 swamps, 2 snow-covered swamps, 3 forests, and 2 snow-covered forests. I know this mana base is insane, but if you have these cards, you should run them. But if you want to save $1,500, replace Bayou with a swamp, the Cradle with a forest, and the Volrath Stronghold with a snow-covered swamp. Augur of Autumn, Elvish Reclaimer, Grim Hireling, Hermit Druid, Lotus Cobra, Oracle of Moldiah, Pitiless Plunderer, Sakura Tribelder, Nissa Resurgent Animist, Springbloom Druid, World Shaper, Deathrite Shaman, and Raminap Excavator make up our mana ramp package. Lots of ways to find all our specialty lands. Beast Whisperer, Eternal Witness, Fiend Artisan, Grim Haruspex, Hoarding Broodlord, Morbid Opportunist, Prowling Geistcatcher, Soul of the Harvest, Stitcher's Supplier, Timeless Witness, Woodland Bellower, Shieldred Whispering One, Fauna Shaman, Underrealm Lich, and Fierce Empath make up our card advantage package. A little heavy? Sure, but we're also a little light on land, so it's fine. Caustic Caterpillar, Plague Crafter, Druid of Purification, Endurance, Haywire Mite, Midnight Reaper, Murderous Rider, Shieldred, Savra, Queen of the Golgari, Skyfisher Spider, Cankerbloom, Reclamation Sage, Foundation Breaker, and Collector Oof make up our interaction and spot removal package. Massacre Girl serves as our only board wipe. Carrion Feeder, Viscera Seer, Woestrider, Yawgmoth, Thrawn Physician, and Whisper, Blood Liturgist make up our Sacrifice Outlet package. That's right, we've got an Aristocrats theme in this deck. Blood Artist, Sir Conrad the Grim, Vron, Executioner Thane, Zulaport Cutthroat, Poison Tip Archer, and Dreadhound make up our Aristocrats package. Gist the Hungertide, Chatterfang Squirrel General, Hogok Arisen Necropolis, Kessig Cagebreakers, Mazarik Kral Death Priest, Scute Swarm, Temur Sabretooth, Turgrid God of Fright, Orcish Bowmasters, and Drivnod Carnage Dominus make up the core of our deck. Now that we have our deck list, let's compare it to our checklist. 47 mana sources split between 34 lands and 13 pieces of ramp. A little light, but that's okay because we have 16 pieces of card advantage counting our commander. 14 pieces of interaction, 1 board wipe, 2 pieces of graveyard hate in Deathrite Shaman and Shieldred. No sudden I win cards, but that's not the point of this deck. This deck is built to be a value engine. Sacrifice lands to find more lands, only to bring those sacrificed lands back. Discard cards to find creatures and put them into play, only to reanimate the discarded creatures. Destroy our opponent's creatures, only to flip Shieldred and steal all of their creatures out of their graveyards. This deck was a lot of fun to build, and not being able to run anything but creatures and lands certainly made it a challenge. I look forward to the next deck Steve has me build. What do you think of the deck? Leave a comment below. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, a huge shout out to my editor Cutestuff. I couldn't make these videos without her. If you'd like to hire her to edit your own videos, she can be reached at cutestuff.edits@gmail.com. Link is down below. If you're looking for ways to support the channel directly, you can head on over to patreon.com/Danon. One of the tiers is specifically set up for Commander. For only $25, I will build you a custom Commander deck based around your specifications, and even do a deck video on it. I also wanted to give a quick shout out to all of my patrons: Waffles, Jiraiya, Danny, Muffins, Marcus, Squishy, Brett, Ignis, Roxy, Josh, Sean, Pob Zombie, Mark, Alex, Daniel, Steve, Kevin, and Alex. You guys are awesome. I post new Commander deck videos often, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of new videos. Also, if you're a fan of anime and manga like I am, feel free to check out my other channel, Musings by Danon. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next time on Commander by Danon.